Hello, my name is Lion Silva. Today I will be telling you about the top 10 deadliest weapons of the American Civil War. Number 10. The 300-pounder cannon. This was the largest piece of artillery in the American Civil War. It could fire a 300-pound shell, which could destroy forts, and it was used over 300 times. 3 of these cannons were assembled on Fort Moultrie. Number 9. The railroad gun. Confederate soldiers used an experimental weapon known as the railroad gun in the Civil War. This was an armored vehicle that ran on railroad tracks, and it was armed with a 32-pounder cannon and an iron plate. Some of these were used during the Battle of Savage Station. Number 8. Bioweapons. During the American Civil War, there was a lot of deadly weapons, but probably one of the most cruel were bioweapons. Confederate soldiers sometimes threw dead animals into ponds, poisoning water supply. In another case, a Confederate sympathizer infected clothing with smallpox and sold it to Washington, infecting one person. Number 7. Ironclads. Ironclads were a type of battleship used in the American Civil War. They were protected by an iron plate, which protected them from bullets and cannonballs. 2 were used in the Battle of Hampton Road, and the Confederates built more than 30 of these deadly battleships. Number 6. The Gatling gun. In 1862, Richard Gatling decided to build one of the first rapid-firing guns in history. It was known as the Gatling gun, and it was used in the American Civil War by the Union Army. It was used in 1864 at the Battle of Petersburg, and it could fire 200 rounds a minute. Number 5. Submarines. In 1862, the Union Army decided to build a submarine they called the USS Alligator. It didn't work right, but then in 1863, the Confederate States of America built another submarine, the CSS Hunley. The CSS Hunley sunk a Union ship on February 17, 1864. Number 4. Breech-loading cannon. Some Civil War cannons are breech-loading. That means they are loaded by the breech rather than the muzzle. This increases the rate of fire and is easier to shoot for amateur soldiers. An example of these types of cannons are the Whitworth rifle. Number 3. The revolving gun. This is a weapon built by the Confederate States of America to increase the rate of fire for artillery. This mighty piece of artillery was hand-cranked, and it was used during the Battle of Petersburg. It is basically an artillery version of the Gatling gun. Number 2. Exploding bullets. These explosive bullets were made by a man named Samuel Gardner in 1863. The Union Army began purchasing them, and they would literally explode on impact, shooting fragments at soldiers and bystanders. This type of ammunition was banned in 1869 at the Declaration of St. Petersburg. The Declaration states it is illegal to put explosives in bullets. Number 1. Coal torpedo. The coal torpedo was basically a large bomb disguised as the rock coal. The bomb could cause catastrophic boiler explosions and even sink vessels. These torpedoes were literally attached to ships by submarines, and they may have been responsible for the sinking of the Sultana. I hope you enjoyed the list of the top 10 deadliest weapons of the American Civil War. By the way, I did not put these weapons in order. I did not put these weapons like top 1 is the deadliest weapon that I believe in the Civil War, and 10 is like the least deadliest on the list. I did not do that. I literally just listed 10 technologically advanced weapons that were used for killing in the American Civil War. I hope you liked this video. Please subscribe, and please tell me to do other videos on different topics that you would enjoy. Thank you. Please comment. My name is Landa Silva. Last thing, the reason I did this video is because I wanted to do research in what made the American Civil War so deadly and gruesome. I found that in the American Civil War, a lot of World War I tactics were used, like trench warfare, using siege weapons like large artillery guns were used, and on top of that, there was a lot of naval battles in the Civil War, which basically extended the war to the ocean. So thank you for watching this. If you are watching this, please subscribe. Thank you. My name is Landa Silva.